Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Kathleen Webb. I'm from Greater Hartford Wellness, and I'm so happy to talk with you, Deanne, and get ready for this event next week on Wednesday, the 9th at 5 o'clock. I'm really interested in connecting with you, talking to people, families, hearing about what's going on in their life, and how hard it is right now. What are you seeing in your practice?
I own creative development. I'm an occupational therapist and Deanne Anderson. And I agree. We have certainly talked a lot since the pandemic began and have had some conversations. And I think we realize that we're finding some commonalities out there, and we're also feeling it and wanted to talk about how can we support or validate and help other people, whether it's our clients, our caregivers, teachers, whoever else is out there who really needs some support right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and for those of you that don't know what I do, I'm a clinical psychologist. I work with kids, teens, adults, families, and much like you said, we're all experiencing it all at the same time, and we know at this point that this isn't going away right away, and so this is the long haul, and so we feel that fatigue. I'm noticing that the stress and anxiety of change all the time and things can continue to change and be unpredictable. It really wears on people, and I find that it's particularly stressful because people can't quite pinpoint a thing that happened, and so then they feel like they should be keeping up, and they
Mhm.
should be keeping it together. And I really think there's sort of two things that I'm often talking about. One is acknowledging what's going on, acknowledging the feelings, acknowledging the struggle. That alone, like you're saying, validating is
Mhm.
so critical. I think we pass over it so quickly and easily. It
Mhm.
is critical. I'm constantly doing that both within my own life and then with my clients.
Mhm.
And then the other piece is that, okay, well, I'm not okay. It's okay to not be okay, but okay, like what can we do to kind of figure out, get through this moment? And
Right.
it's focusing on now as opposed to, okay, well, what's happening next month? What's happening in 3 months? We don't actually know.
Right, right. And I think that validation piece is huge. And we talk about it a lot with our families. And just even when it's like something simple, like a kiddo is having some difficulty getting their shoes on, or they're avoiding an activity because they know it's difficult. And just, we as parents don't always do a great job of saying, so I know this is difficult for you. How can I help you? Or let me do this part for you, and then you can do the rest of it. We even do something really simple like, we have a lot of difficulty with some of our kids are struggling with transition and change. And we have had a whole plethora of change going on and unpredictability. And so I always say to even my staff, my clients, my caregivers, now you have a better idea of kind of how your kiddo feels, or how the client feels, and how we all feel that change is hard. And imagine if you don't have the tools to be able to manage that change. So, like, even simple little tools, like we'll do something like this: schedule subject to change, and put that note, have your, you can write it. Someone in your household who's having a hard time with it can write it and put it in a place that they can see it every day and realize, okay, this could happen. Because just even having those written things around you, those little notes can be really helpful.
Yes, yes. Well, and to piggyback off of that, I'm a big fan of post-it notes, and I talk a lot about permission slips with people, and sometimes just I give myself permission to not have it all together today, or whatever it is that's going on, and I throw it up on my mirror at home.
We
Something like
need that.
those little things mean so much.
Mhm. Or
They
even
really
those just positive affirmations, like even if somebody does something really small, what a great job you did. Thank you so much. That was great. That was so helpful. It doesn't have to be anything big.
right, right. Well,
Um,
and I know too, and you probably witnessed this too, from talking with families and working with them and knowing them well. I feel like I learned so much. And so I'm really excited about next week. If we all get together, and I'd love for us all to share, not only ask questions, but learn from each other, learn what's helpful for other families and other households so that you can try something different. I think we have to keep trying, keep
Yeah.
trying. Some things are going to work out great and then others are not, and that's okay.
And I think as the weather has gotten colder, we had the ability to kind of do more as a group of people out there. We could go for a walk, we could take a hike, and people were doing so many different things that were outdoors. And now we have to kind of reset and change and think about, okay, how can we do that? And I think a great example of what we see right now is so many people have decorated for the holidays because we're looking forward to something. And I think, how do we find some of those strategies, because there are people who are doing some really neat things and have some great ideas, and then being able to share those ideas with other people and talk about how we can manage and how we can
Right.
cope and how we can help validate for each
Right.
other.
And you know what? We're going to get through this. We really
Yeah,
are. We can do hard things. We can.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Good
So
point.
next Wednesday, December 9th, 5 o'clock, there's going to be a link below this video so you can register. And we're looking forward to seeing you there. All right.
Great. Sounds good.
Bye.
Take care.